Lift. I don't hear the T at the beginning.
The very beginning.
The very first line.
Yeah.
I know you're not feeling comfortable, but no slides on Sonnenschein.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. You know what's interesting about this piece? Well, first of all, as I listen to these three songs, I think we have an awful lot of dramatic sadness in our program.
I'm like the whole time.
Pierre, these three, goodness gracious. I must have been in a mood that day.
Oh, like even the piano. Like, we were washing our hands, she was like, wait.
Oh yeah. Okay. I noticed in this piece, unlike the other two, your abs were more tense in this song.
Probably has something to do with me worried about the two notes. There, and being a little bit under, but.
Right, but that's just one thing that I noticed, and again, it will serve you better because in the first two songs, I saw a lot more movement at the belt area, and in this one, things seem just a little taller, and higher, and I'm sure you're sort of I think that's one of those things of just staying in the moment, and if something doesn't go the way you want, the best thing to do is to keep thinking ahead as opposed to focusing on what may not have gone the way you want, because then the next thing's going to go off. Just check your tongue in a couple places. Not, again, yes, I know you're a little wide. It just needs more shape. I know you're just sort of trying to let it go. It's just a little wide.
Okay.
Minus Z. I just feel like that's rushed.
At the end?
At the end,
yeah. Okay.
Minus Z. Stretch. Good. You're giving us our double G and our double S, but let it trail off. It's like, now it's like, so gives. It's because right now it's just, it's like a snake. Okay, with Room My Heart Is Laid. It's pretty good first time up. You started it way too spread. With Room My Heart Is Laid. So just think about that space. Let's just start it.
Okay.
It was too slow. No. I almost think it was a little too rushed. I wrote down here, don't rush. And I don't know if some of it is the rhythm, letting rhythms line up, but it seemed like you were sort of moving along a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, let the ooh be nice and hooty and heady and back, and then give it a little more vertical space.
Okay.
In the Gurney, there were some really nice musical things. There are just a couple of rhythms. When you have, the first, come sleep. It's, first of all, that's the most awkward consonant in the world to do in a soft piece, but we gotta have it.
Okay.
The INGs got better. Like the first couple, I didn't really get them.
Okay, yeah.
Fancies, it's a Z at the end, not an S.
Okay.
Fancies.
Yeah.
Influence. That, you want to rush that rhythm just a little bit.
I think I held it too long that time. I messed it up somehow, and
and then you didn't take a breath. You didn't rest before. All my heart. Or you came in early. I think you came in early there.
Yeah. Okay.
then don't forget. Let me know someday.
Even slower. Okay.
Because you did it in tempo. Did it feel like you were doing it slower?
It felt like I was, yeah.
Take more time.
Okay.
Rot. But that all was working better. So that's good. Just make sure when you get to rot, it got just a little spread. Rot. You're there. Just let it roll.
Okay.
It was almost like you sort of wanted to give it a little more. It doesn't need any more. The last page I thought was good. The dynamics in the last two phrases, sort of like we talked about today. And I know some of it is, we did it today, and so now you can process that. Yeah, and the vowel of idle was better. I think you're still playing around with space plus a little.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about, for performance, that is tested.
Yeah, and I like that it was, it's a sort of, this is one of those songs. Someone had something like this last semester where it doesn't seem slow until you're singing it, and when you're up there, it's like, oh my gosh, this is really slow. It's just like, oh. And when you listen to the audience, you don't necessarily feel it, but it feels like an eternity when you're standing up there. So I think it was very nice and calm. The reading was calm. Good. So, Zycam. Everyone in this room who has been sick, is feeling sick, was sick in the last 2 weeks.